DC News Now at noon. Rain is moving in this week. Weathercaster Brittany Ward joins us with the latest on the conditions.
The holiday travel rush begins again today, and rain could impact your plans. We'll have the latest travel conditions.
And a new COVID variant is becoming more common, but could it be more severe?
It is now responsible for about 20% of new cases of COVID.
We're looking into it so you can protect yourself. And Virginia Tech is getting ready to take on Tulane at the Military Bowl in Annapolis tomorrow.
We're just very excited to be here.
Which you can expect.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Elisa Gale in for Mark Hall right now. The rain is what everyone is seeing in most parts of the area in the DMV. Brittany Ward joining us now. And Brittany, so far, you know what? It's not too bad out there. If you have an umbrella, you should survive.
Yeah, light sprinkles. That's what we're seeing across the DMV. So overall, stepping out the door, make sure you grab the umbrella, and you may not want to ditch it. Looks like rain's going to be staying in the forecast as we head through much of the week. Satellite and radar showing you the past couple of hours. There's that widespread showers working their way across the DMV. We're also going to continue to see showers as we head through much of your day today, all thanks to this cold front that is still off to our west. That will be pushing through later on tonight, sparking up a few more showers, and some of those showers later on this evening could be more on the heavier side. So I'll talk more about that forecast in just a bit. Temperature-wise, we are fairly cool out there. 49 currently in the nation's capital, 46 as you head over there to Hagerstown, 44 there in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Highs today will be getting back into the 50s. So overall, if you're going to be traveling the next 3 days, I'm giving you the yellow light today and tomorrow. More widespread rain to talk about as we head into your Wednesday. We slowly start to dry things out on Thursday, but notice those stray showers, they'll be staying in the forecast. So Annalisa will talk more about that in just a bit.
All right, Brittany, thank you. Well, check this out. This is video from Orlando International Airport this morning around 6 a.m. where I was. As that whole holiday travel rush continues with thousands now returning home, the airport is reminding travelers there to arrive 3 hours before if possible. Well, some of the busiest travel days are expected toward the end of the week. Closer to home, though, things are going relatively smooth, but rain over the next few days could affect your return home there. This is a live look at Reagan National Airport there. A little foggy out there as we see some rain coming in. DC News Now's Liberty Zabala is at the airport with the latest.
More than 115 million people are expected to start boarding their flights or hitting the roads to return home.
Millions of passengers experienced relatively smooth travel for the holiday rush. According to tracking website FlightAware, only 157 domestic flights were canceled as of Monday, but more than 2,100 flights did experience delays. Several U.S. airlines hired thousands of pilots, flight attendants, and other workers to avoid the same travel nightmare as last year. Last year, chaos with Southwest Airlines stranded more than 2 million people during the holidays. Southwest still experienced some trouble over the weekend, with 2% of its flights canceled Monday and 16% of its flights delayed. The airline blamed foggy weather. And this Thursday is expected to be the busiest travel day for the roads.
The traffic driving into Fredericksburg was a little out of control the other day.
Yeah, traffic's been bad, but the actual airlines have not been bad.
So far, we decided to come really early because we were afraid it was going to become a zoo.
Yeah.
Now, if you're not boarding a flight like these folks and you're hitting the roads instead, it's good to know that the busiest days to hit the roads are expected to be Thursday and Friday. For now, at DCA Airport, Liberty Zabala, DC News Now.
All right, Liberty, thank you. Also new this afternoon in the district, police are investigating a deadly shooting in Southwest Washington at the LaFont Plaza Metro Station. That's in the 600 block of Maryland Avenue Southwest. Now, according to police, a man was shot and killed around 4:30 this morning. So far, no arrests have been made. The Metro Station entrance has since reopened. Also developing now in Virginia, a deadly crash is under investigation in Reston. A community update was shared shortly after 8 a.m. Now, according to Fairfax County Police, a man was hit and killed while walking near Reston Parkway and Stratford House Place there. Now, the driver who hit him remained on the scene, and at last check, Reston Parkway southbound was closed. Now to your money. It is just as important for kids to be able to manage their money as it is for adults. DC News Now's Tanaya Wright spoke with a certified financial planner who is helping parents through technology to teach money management skills.
Why do you think it's so important for kids to learn how to manage money properly?
The reason is because they're going to be making financial decisions literally every day of their life. And the earlier they learn this stuff, the better they're going to get at it.
Certified financial planner and CEO of the app BusyKid, Greg Merced, says the earlier kids learn how to manage money, the better chances they have of being a financially independent adult.
I know this might sound crazy, but I think you need to start very young, like 5 years old.
Merced also says money is different now, so using technology, like apps, can be a great tool to help teach your kids the power of money management.
Money is different now. It used to be something that we pull out of our pocket or our purses or whatever. It's paper, it's coins. Now it's not like that. It's literally invisible. Take the piggy banks and the envelopes and all that old school stuff, throw it out the window. Use digital.
One app that may help is BusyKid. Parents give their kids weekly chores on the app. Then, at the end of the week, if all the tasks are complete, they have their payday.
Kids get it. They're smart. They understand this stuff. And I think if you can let them use technology in that way, they get it even quicker.
Merced says it is also helpful for parents to be transparent with their kids about how much things really cost.
These things will help them understand the reality of the world and how much it costs to kind of make it all happen.
Thanks to Tanaya right there. Merced also is a father of 6. He says if we take the time to teach our kids to be smart with their money at an early age, it will help them to set them up for financial freedom in the long run. All right. Also in your money, budgeting app Mint is shutting down next year. The company says it is giving users time to find and move their data over to a new platform. However, anyone interested in staying with its parent company, Intuit, is promising a worry-free transfer to Credit Karma. Now, if you want to test drive other platforms for money management, here are a few others Forbes has recommended. You Need a Budget is the first it's recommending there. After your free trial, it's $14.99 a month or $99 a year. Pocket Guard has another free version, but premium features, it's around $8 a month for that app. Now you can also pay $80 for a lifetime membership there. And Opportune, formerly Digit, tracks spending habits and helps set savings goals. After the free trial ends, it is $5 a month. Well, we know a bit more about the secret life of gift cards. You can stretch your dollar with that as well. Even though they make great stocking stuffers, a lot of gift cards go unused or forgotten. First thing to know about gift cards this time of year, legally, all gift cards have a shelf life now of 5 years before they expire. That's a federal law, actually. However, remember, use it or lose it. The sooner the better, because fees you pay or for them not using them can eat away at that balance there. And if you don't love it, sell it. You can put cash in your pockets by selling on sites like Card Cash or Raise. Well, an alert now, if you do end up getting gift cards, beware of fraud. The Better Business Bureau is reporting a 50% increase in people getting tricked through gift cards. The scheme involves criminals replacing barcodes on those gift cards, so when you load it up, the money actually goes to them. Another method is to completely cut off the security code from the top of the card, giving the criminals access to that money. Now, the BBB says from January through September of this year, there were 29,000 of these cases, cheating people out of $147 million. Well, right now in D.C., a man is dead after his SUV went off the road and plunged into the Anacostia River. It happened around 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon. Police say the driver in the Chevy Tahoe veered off the road near the 11th Street Bridge. Now, divers pulled that man out of the SUV and tried to revive him, but he did not survive. Investigators are still trying to figure out his exact cause of death. Well, starting today, there are plenty of fun things to do to celebrate here in the district. Our Corey James breaks down a look at the fun events happening soon as we wrap up 2023.
Happening today, it is the first day of Kwanzaa, and the holiday is a celebration of African-American culture that runs through New Year's Day. A large feast called Karamu takes place on the 6th day. Now, the holiday was created in 1966 to celebrate history, values, family, and community and African-American culture. Now, there are 7 principles at the core of Kwanzaa, and those principles are unity, responsibility, purpose, creativity, faith, self-determination, and cooperative economics. And if you're looking to ring in the new year with a bang, there are plenty of ways to celebrate in D.C. You can even keep your kids up past their bedtime, too. Brightwood Pizza and Bottle is hosting a kids' pizza party on New Year's Eve. For $20, kids get a cheese pizza, sparkling apple juice, and get to watch the movie Encanto. It starts at 5 o'clock p.m. on Kennedy Street in Northwest. Metro Bar is also hosting a family-friendly event for New Year's Eve with festive cocktails and games for kids. The event kicks off at 4 p.m. on Rhode Island Avenue in Northeast. And if you're looking for something more adult-friendly, the Thompson Hotel on Tingey Street in Navy Yard is hosting a New Year's gala with discounted cocktails. This event starts at 9 p.m. And if you plan on drinking anytime up until New Year's Eve, the Washington Regional Alcohol Program is offering free rides through Lyft. Riders 21 and older will be given codes for free rides up to $15. In the studio, Corey James, DC News Now.